Hello, everybody. Sorry for the lack of looking at my recording beforehand. This is my other video, but this is my second video that I'm going to be trying to be posting today, aka Wednesday, aka August 24th. But if that's not possible because of some error or something, maybe I'm just not able to get it up today. Who knows? I'm thoroughly sorry. But anyways, I will be telling the story. Well, it's not a story. It's really like the events that happened last weekend, which were kind of annoying, but kind of, well, they were kind of fun in a way because I didn't just sit home all day. I got to do stuff. But anyways, me and my friend Ethan, and it was a different Ethan from Crazy Christian Guy. We started out, we started out Sunday playing Pokemon Go, and, everything was going smoothly. We went over into Mackinac, or, Crackanall, and, we played Pokemon Go there for a bit, and then eventually we went over to another city, which I'm not going to name, and he went there to apply for a job, okay? And that doesn't really tie into anything. This is just, like, before the events. Like, this was before the massive failure that we had to endure 2 times over. But yeah, once like he got his job application in, it was for it was for like a movie theater, and the place kind of smelled weird. Ethan said it smelled like popcorn, but it didn't smell like popcorn to me. And I'm pretty sure he's not going to get the job. He thinks he's not going to get the job because the guy, when we walked in there, he was like, "We're not actively hiring." So that's kind of like a warning sign that they're not hiring at all. So anyways, we got the application, and we go over to his house. And we go over to his house, he gets like a glass of tea, and then we go into his living room area, and then we start talking about the router and the modem. Well, the router modem that they have. And they have Frontier and DSL. Those two don't go together. Frontier doesn't go together with anything. Frontier is utter garbage to me. I have Mediacom, which is really unreliable, but I'd rather have Mediacom than Frontier. Also, he has DSL. That's trash, okay? That is utter garbage. Anyways, we started talking about, like, how we could probably fix his internet, and we moved it up to his room and everything, and when it's up in his room, he's of course going to get better connection to his PS4 and everything, but that didn't really improve anything, really. Not at all. Like, I knew it wouldn't improve, like, the signal quality for anything else. Like, I knew it wasn't going to get faster download. But eventually, we got on the topic of buying a new router for him. And that's a mistake right there. We needed a router modem that was compatible with DSL. Fuck no, we didn't get a modem router. Instead, we got a router, which was a stupid idea. The router, okay, we went to Best Buy. We walked around for a minute. We were originally going to ask what we should get, because I'm not incredibly knowledgeable in the router modem setup thing. And we didn't ask the Best Buy employees, so that was kind of a fail on my part, and possibly his part, not really. And what we thought we needed to get was a router, but no. Like I said, router modem is what we needed that's compatible with DSL. And on the way there, we were looking at, like, routers and shit, router modem combos, and they're fucking expensive as shit, okay? You don't understand how expensive router modem combos are. They're, like, fucking $200. But instead, like, even though we were looking at router modems, the one that we wanted to get wasn't available. So we just started looking around, and eventually we just found fucking a router. And we were like, oh, this is kind of neat. This has good specs. And yeah, that was a mistake. We should have just double-checked. We should have just double-checked with an employee. That didn't happen. Okay, yeah, I'm still getting used to Audacity. But yeah, we should have checked with the employee and everything, but we didn't, because I'm an idiot, and I didn't read the fucking package. Like, what it described it as. It was a fucking router, Netgear, which Netgear isn't bad. It's actually really good, and it was $116 plus tax. It was $132 with tax. And we bought it, and we went back to his house, set it up, and we were having troubles with it already. We were having troubles getting it set up, okay? And once we got it set up, well, before we even, like, got it fully set up, we already knew something was wrong. Because, like, once we got home, well, like, once we got it out of the packaging and everything, immediately noticed that something was wrong, and that was not a fun moment for us. And we tried to set it up anyways. And when we finally did set it up, after like 30 minutes of trying to set it up, because it wasn't cooperating with us, it did actually improve his signal by 0.5 megabits, which isn't fast at all. He's supposed to be getting 11, and DSL doesn't really help with that, but still, fucking 11. And he's getting like 2. I feel like a complete dumbass for not researching a bit more into the topic, or the, like, at least in the store asking an employee. He has to fucking return it, and kind of my fault, but you know, he has to return it the next day since it was like 8 p.m. and they close at like 9 p.m. and we're not gonna get there in time because the place is like fucking an hour away. Just kidding, it's like 30 minutes, but we didn't want to drive anymore because we already drove a lot that day. We just said fuck it, we'll go in the morning and turn it in then. And he woke up at 10, ready to go. I woke up at 1, not ready to go at all. I woke up, I immediately had to go, okay? Like, I had 5 minutes to get ready, and then I was out the door. And, yeah. We went back to Best Buy, and we turned it in, okay? And they were like, oh, you could just get your money back, or you can, do a switch, like a trade-in. And we went for the trade-in. We went and found a different router modem, quote-unquote router modem. Oh, no, it was a router modem, actually. And it was $171. And it was actually $173. And it was, like, on 15% discount or something. It was on a sale. So we thought, ooh, this was a good deal because it was originally $200. And so we traded in for that. But the thing is, it's cable. And as I said earlier, he has DSL. So I didn't realize this until I got back to his house. And we opened it up. We didn't get the thing out of the packaging. And, you know, we were just kind of sitting there, you know, like, what the fuck? How could I have passed over this? And it's not, that time we actually did ask an employee what we should get. And he was telling us to get, like, the surfboard shit. And we were like, the surfboard looks kind of sketchy. Well, he was. And I was like, yeah, it kind of does. And we ended up not going with a surfboard. And apparently he thought it was really good. But once we started researching into the fucking surfboards, they were garbage. They broke, like, in 2 seconds, okay? I'm using Ethan's words. But yeah, we didn't get a surfboard. Might have been better to get a surfboard. Who fucking knows? Eventually, we went back to Best Buy again that day and had to turn it in 1 hour after we got turned in the other one. And at that point, we were like, fuck it. Well, he was like, fuck it. I was ready to go in again. And this time actually get something that we were looking for, but it was like, fuck it, I'm just going to stop dealing with this. And so he did. And what happened then is we went back to his house, played a bit of soccer balls, which I'm terrible at, and we just kind of hit it between me, him, and his girlfriend that tagged along for the ride. So yeah, I was actually third wheeling like half that trip, so it was pretty fun for me. It was actually kind of pretty fun. And after that, we were just completely fucking done for the day. I was sweating because I was wearing a long sleeve fucking flannel for some reason. And eventually he just took me home, and that was the end of that. In the end, he did get most of his money back though. Like when he went back in to trade the last router that we got, and they actually gave him $189 when we paid only like $173 actual without tax. So he got most of his money back. He almost made a profit. He was $2 away from breaking even, but you know, $2, I mean, for compared to like 16, you know, that's still a deal. He got most of his money back. He was pretty happy with that, and I just kind of wanted to go home because I was sweating profusely because, like I said, I was wearing a long sleeve flannel for some fucking reason, and jeans. And we were like exercising, kicking that ball around. It was fun, but it was hot and sweaty. That's what happened last weekend. It was pretty interesting, to say the least. So hope you all enjoyed. And if you didn't, you know, just do whatever the fuck you want to. You don't have to watch me. So yeah, if you did enjoy my video, go ahead and drop a like and subscribe. And yeah, hope you all enjoyed. And as always, I'll see you in the next video. Adios, amigos.